Okay, it says her best friend, hopefully this works. Her best friend of 10 years started dating her ex. I feel like we asked this question before, and some of the people under the comments was like, what difference does it make? What difference does it make? Child, y'all just be doing any old thing, child. No, that's not what we doing. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Shout out to her in this outfit, though.
My best friend of 10 years went behind my back and started dating my ex-boyfriend. Should I beat her today or tomorrow?
Today.
He said, should she beat her today or tomorrow?
Do it today. Get it out the way.
Today or tomorrow?
Today. That's not your best friend, so I wouldn't even started it my best friend, because your best friend know better than that. Like, your best friend is not going to deal with nobody that you have dealt with. That's somebody who want to be you, who wants your life. So be that today.
But here's the thing. Don't let your past hold you down from the one that's going to hold you down. Ooh. You beating her. But what about the new man? Where's your new man at?
Wait a minute. Y'all had Yandy on here? Y'all up here taking advice from Yandy from Love and Hip Hop, who is married, not married, might be married to Mendices if they're not divorced by now. Child, anybody can get on this show. Child, how much y'all paying? Just tell me how much y'all paying. I come out here and pander to these bitches. My face will tell it all, but my words will say exactly what these people say in order to get paid. Shout out to RBN with your crazy self. He said, breaking news, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant just announced that she was pregnant by Abba of Abba and Preach. You know what? At this point, nothing would surprise me. Everybody is effing pregnant by Abba. No one produces any damn babies. Child, just all these pregnancy testing alleged receipts and whatnot. Child, anyway, back to this heifer. Who the hell is listening to Yandy? Oh my God.
Because he's going to have a problem with the fact that you out here fighting for your ex. It ain't even worth it. If he could do that to you and she could do that to you, lead them both where they at.
The toxic in me and the tequila is saying be. But the right thing to do is to leave her in the past.
You know, as I listen to her, it's nowhere near about that dude. It's more than that. Like, it's the principle. There were nights where I talked to you and I cried to you about how this man was treating you. You gave me advice. You told me what to do. You helped me in the process with this. I poured my heart. I was vulnerable. I was transparent. I was open. Female friendships are something completely different. That's a sisterhood. We look at you like a sister. And it's the fact that even past that.
Child, clearly that wasn't her sister.
You went on a trip. You didn't even tell me the truth. You hiding it from me. You know, the same way I tell my best friends all the time, the same way we treat our romantic relationships, we still have an obligation to our friendships as well. So just like we have the obligation to be real and honest and transparent and have that safety and security with our romantic partners, it's supposed to be there with our friendships as well. And you hid this from me. Like, you deceived me. You betrayed me on a deep level. Like, you've now changed what I viewed friendships as. You have changed and altered my brain chemistry now. And I have to sit here and live and try to think of who you were to me all these years that we were friends. Who were you really? What was really your motives? Right. That is a heartbreak that I don't think any woman ever wants to experience. And when we go through a friendship heartbreak, it's worse than a romantic breakup. So I ain't gonna tell you to beat the girl up. Like, I done gave that life away because, you know, I that's in the back of me. But I will say that whatever she did to you, I guarantee you, whatever you reap, you gonna sow. So don't think that relationship may be grand right now, but something's gonna happen because she got to answer for what she did.
Now, I you know, the way she came off talking about beat her ass today, beat her ass tomorrow, whatever, child. Grow up. That's what I would say to that. But I agree with Yandy, actually. Why are you tripping? That is not your friend. You already know it. Let it go. You don't need to be beating up nobody, because that's right. Then your new man gonna be like, what the hell you met? Why do you care? Why do you care? Even though it's not right. She didn't even try to ask her because she knew that she couldn't ask her because the answer would be no. Why do y'all think you have something to say? It ain't about y'all. It's about if you're really a friend or not. Because like I always say, ain't no sisterhood. And the last one proves that. That's allegedly somebody's best friend. So they know so much and everything about them. who they've been messing with, who they've been effing, how they did it. Because, there was a time where we just talked to one another about things like that, instead of putting it out here on the internet for the whole world to know how you do this, how you do that, when you did it, and who you did it with, and how many times. Those just used to be private conversations between friends. We used to have things called slumber parties, and all these girls would come together. I don't know if boys did this. Y'all let me know. All these girls would come together to each other's houses. They bring sleeping bags and they put everything down on the floor with their pillows. They have ice cream and popcorn and they scream all night. And somebody's mother would say, "Shut up." Okay, then you watch TV, snuck outside. Maybe you didn't, stole a car. Maybe you didn't. Allegedly. But you was down there running off at the mouth about everything, making prank phone calls, on the call with boys on a real phone, not a cell phone. That's how that used to work. Then you just get a friend, your friend moving forward, a good friend, and you tell her about everything that be going on in your life. You can't have 15, 25 best friends. I don't care what nobody says, but that's just me. So for her, Yandy, to say, no, let me, sorry. For her, the alleged best friend, to just go and not even say anything to her best friend is sneaky. It's sneaky AF. And she knew she wasn't going to do it. But like I always say, that's why you keep bitches away from your men, y'all. I done told y'all that 55 million and one times. Bitches are not your friend. They see something they like, they going for it. They see something they want, they going for it. They see something that you have, they going for it. Okay? That's why I have a one. All those people, no shade against the D9ers and stuff like that. But all those people that are the D9ers, and then they got lines that are 20 people long, and they like, yeah, these my sisters for life because we crossed over together. Girl, bye. Goodbye. You're not going to have 25 women in my fucking face talking about we're all best friends. No. Did I say all? No, but enough. Then when you're sitting up here talking about how good such and such treats you, how good such and such does this, how good such and such does that, and you talking, and they ain't got shit, they ain't trying to get shit, and he may have looked at her cross the way one time, and she was like, oh, that's an opening, and then gonna go for it? You think they really care about that friendship over that nigga? I promise you they don't. For the most part. That's why she did it. That's exactly why she did it. Because if you're really good friends, you're really besties, you're really down for whatever, like ride or die good friends, you wouldn't form your lips to ask. And honestly, the ex shouldn't want to do it anyway. Technically, he shouldn't want to do it. I digress. I'm talking about the women though. Ain't no way. This is the exact reason why I'm telling you, ain't no damn sisterhood. They're going to continue to do this mess. Not all, but enough people, especially for this one. I'm a replay it again because I'm not sure what, Kitty, I don't know. I think she ran off at the mouth, which reminds me, whoever put me on to, yes, definitely trifling. Whoever put me on to the Keita Rose stuff, we're going to have to go over that because that is a mess, child. Let me tell y'all. I'm only on episode 6. We'll go over it, but allegedly. I'm getting ready to go over it. She asked if she should be her best friend today or tomorrow. That was the question. But the issue is the best friend is now dating her ex. That's the issue.
My best friend of 10 years went behind my back and started dating my ex-boyfriend. Should I beat her today or tomorrow?
Today.
You said should she beat her today or tomorrow?
Do it today. Get it out the way.
Today or tomorrow?
Today. That's not your best friend, so I wouldn't even started it my best friend because your best friend know better than that. Like
correct. And then she said she went behind her back, so that means that she didn't bother to even come to her because she knew it was wrong. She didn't even bother to give her, no heads up, no nothing. It just came out of the blue when she found out. Fuck that. I sent it. Sent. I already sent it. So, hey Blade, I forgot what I was saying. You get on my nerves. Oh, okay. So yeah. So she already knew she was wrong. Your best friend of 10 years and she didn't even reach out to you. And he probably was side-eyeing because he ain't saying nothing to her either. They just was like, just gonna do this and ain't nobody gonna find out. Everybody always find out, child. Everybody always find out.
Like your best friend is not going to deal with nobody that you have dealt with. That's somebody who want to be you, who wants your life. So be that today.
But here's the thing. Don't let your past hold you down from the one that's going to hold you down. You beating her. But what about the new man? Where's your new man at? Because he's going to have a problem with the fact that you out here fighting for your ex.
Yeah, oh, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Just want to make sure that we heard what Yandy said, because even though I don't know why Yandy is on here, she's right with what it is that she's saying. I'm just saying. Toya, is that her name? She can't keep a man either. Lord help your people.
It ain't even worth it. If he could do that to you and she could do that to you, lead them both where they at.
The toxic in me and the tequila is saying be. But the right thing to do is to leave her in the past.
You know,
why does she talk like that? And why is the girl that came up there to ask the question? I feel like they talk weird. Is it just me? I don't know.
As I listen to her, it's nowhere near about that dude. It's more than that. Like, it's the principle.
Shout out to Kanar. He said Nicholas from 8 is Enough is about to be on there. If you know, you know. I think most of the people from that show are deceased, but that's a good one, Kanar. That's a good one.
There were nights where I talked to you and I cried to you about how this man was treating you. You gave me advice.
She makes the shit so dramatic now. Okay, so now that she's been full of shit now, I just look at it differently. It's like, why has this got to be so dramatic, girl? Just talk. Just talk. Maybe they just ended amicably. Why is it always got to be a horrible ending, y'all? You know, sometimes people can break up and it's not a big fight. There's not hate. They're just like, you know what? We both know that this just ain't gonna work. Time to move on. You know that does happen. Just FYI.
You told me what to do. You helped me in the process with this. I poured my heart. I was vulnerable. I was transparent. I was open. Female friendships are something completely different. That's a sisterhood. We look at you like...
It says you're not connected.
You yelling at me like I'm talking to you in a back channel about like send me the link. You're like, I said that's fucking said fuck my fuck.
Meow 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 meow.
Oh my God! Woo! Anyway, did you hear the story?
Didn't I tell you this long head bitch full of shit?
No, she is.
I said that from out the gate when she brought up the God.
That's her shtick, though.
God.
That is her shtick, though. That's her shtick. I'm saying it right? Shtick. Wheelhouse, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. You know, you correct. It's just different. It's other words.
Well, listen to her response here.
like a sister. And it's the fact that even past that, you went on a trip, you didn't even tell me the truth. You hiding it from me. You know, the same way I tell my best friends all the time, the same way we treat our romantic relationships, we still have an obligation to our friendships as well.
Bullshit.
So just like we have the obligation to be real and honest.
That's moronic. So fuck
There's
God,
my girl.
fuck the Bible. And the Bible says when you do what? Cleave unto who? I quit. I can't. I quit.
And she's doing. That's what I'm saying. She's doing a soliloquy of saying absolutely nothing, but it's supposed to enlist the sisterhood to say, you know, this is what we do to each other, blah, 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 blah. But they're not realizing that the sister did this to begin with to the sister. That's the part, if that makes sense. But she's making it, if you're listening to her, right? She's saying what this man did to you, what y'all went through, like it was all this drama, trauma, and pain, right? Which is not the point, really. The point is that the woman that's supposed to be your friend did this to another woman. When you're sitting up here talking about the sisterhood, you're not paying attention to the sisterhood of what she just brought up. She effed her over. She should have, instead of going through talking about, everything she went through with this man and everything with this man. And it's like, girl, you don't even know what happened between them. You're assuming shit. Answer the freaking question. Now she's going into a sisterhood. How can you go into a sisterhood when we're sitting here talking about one woman who just did this to another woman? I feel like that negates the sisterhood. Is it just me?
No, the sisterhood exists, right? But it does not exist the same way it was supposed to exist.